With that, Queen Amira turned back toward the river. The water shimmered and rose up as though welcoming her home. She cast one last look at Mira and her baby before disappearing beneath the waves, leaving Mira alone on the riverbank with little Elara in her arms. Her life was forever changed. When Mira returned home with the baby in her arms, her father was shocked to see them. "Who owns the baby you are carrying?" he demanded sternly. Mira lowered her eyes and replied, "I saw the baby by the riverside. She was helpless and abandoned, so I decided to take her with me." But her father was not pleased. "Return the baby to wherever you picked her from," he said angrily. "Please, father, let me keep her. She has no one else. Please." After a long silence, her father sighed and said, "If Roland, my son-in-law-to-be, will accept to marry you with the baby, then I have no problem. But if not, you must return her." The next day, Roland visited as usual. The moment he saw the baby in Maria's arms, his face darkened. "Who owns that baby?" he asked coldly. Maria repeated what she had told her father. "I picked her by the riverside. She was helpless, so I brought her home." Roland clenched his fist in anger. "Why would you pick up a strange baby? What if her parents are looking for her? What if the authorities come for her? Please return that baby if you care about this marriage working." But Maria refused. Whenever she looked into Elara's innocent eyes, her heart melted. She would smile softly and whisper, "Elara, you are so cute. You are too beautiful to be rejected. I love you, and you will grow to call me mother." The following day, Roland returned, hoping she had come to her senses. But when he saw Elara still there, his anger boiled over. "Since you don't want to listen to me," he snapped, "then this relationship is over." He stormed over to Maria's father and said, "I will no longer be coming with my people. Your daughter has chosen the strange baby over me, and I can never allow her to bring a child whose parents I don't know into my house. I am done with her." Maria's father was stunned. He begged Roland to calm down, but Roland ignored him, climbed into his car, and drove away. Maria's father turned his anger on Maria. "After all my sacrifices, after losing your mother when you were only 10, after refusing to marry another woman just to give you the best, this is how you repay me. You have chased away my rich in-law-to-be because of a strange baby." He threw her clothes out of the house, shouting, "You must leave my house at once and take that baby with you." Maria wept bitterly and fell to her knees, pleading with him. But the more she pleaded, the angrier he became. Seeing no other choice, she gathered her clothes into a sack, picked up Elara, and stepped out of the house into the unknown. With only tears in her eyes and faith in her heart, with nowhere else to go, Maria wandered aimlessly until she stopped beside a thick bush on the outskirts of the village. She gathered dry wood, sticks, and leaves, and with her bare hands she built a small, rough hut where she could shelter with Elara. That night, as she held the baby in her arms, she wept quietly and whispered, "What will I do now? How will I survive with this baby? How am I going to provide for her? I think I will carry her and go to the market to beg, because there's nothing else I can do right now." The next morning she wrapped Elara in a cloth, tied her to her back, and went to the village market. Swallowing her pride, she began begging from store to store, asking strangers for food or money. Back in Oshiara, Queen Amira stood before her magical mirror, watching everything unfold. Tears streamed down her face as she watched Maria, tired and humiliated, stretching out her hand for help while cradling Elara. "You are going through all this," Amira whispered sadly. "All because you wanted to help me, to save my child from my brother's wickedness. You lost the place you called home, your father's love, your fiancé. You have reduced yourself to a beggar all because of me." Her expression hardened with resolve and she placed her hand on the mirror. For that she vowed, "You shall be blessed beyond your expectations." That evening Maria returned to her little hut, exhausted. But as she stepped inside, her eyes widened in shock. On the floor lay a large bag overflowing with gold coins and crisp notes. She froze, staring at it in disbelief. How? How did this get here? She wondered aloud. But then she looked down at Elara, who lay cooing and smiling innocently in her arms, and her heart softened. Maybe this is a blessing from Elara's mother, Queen Amira, Maria thought, a smile finally forming on her tired face. Hugging the bag to her chest, she whispered, "Thank you. Thank you so much." And for the first time in days, hope flickered in Maria's heart as she imagined a better life for herself and the little princess she had grown to love like her own. The next day, Maria packed what little she had and left the small hut behind. Determined to start over, she relocated to another town, far from those who had rejected her. With a bag of gold and money she had received, which to her surprise seemed to multiply every day, she bought a beautiful new mansion in a quiet neighborhood. Soon after, she opened a luxury boutique in the town's busiest street, selling fine clothes, shoes, and jewelry. The boutique quickly became the most popular in town, and Maria's wealth kept increasing beyond her imagination. She bought 2 sleek luxury cars and hired staff to help her run the boutique. Her hard work and kind heart earned her respect in her new community. Meanwhile, Elara began to grow into a beautiful little girl, full of life and charm.